Well, it's Thursday at 4 o'clock, and you're in for a treat. It's the most motivational segment in all of sports. It's also the time where we take a little break and give back to the audience, and we are willing to read some viewer mail. We get tons of mail for the year 2023, and we're always willing to address your comments and concerns.
It's nice to have the letter reading music.
It's always nice. It's a nice touch. Dear Wildes, love the show. No, this is the wrong letter. I'm sorry. This is the wrong letter.
Really?
Yeah, hold on one second.
What happened?
Well, I got lots of letters in here. It literally threw me off.
I thought you were joking.
I did too. I was trying to sell the audience on it, and I got confused. A lot of people think I had the letters memorized. I don't. Okay. This is the most recent letter.
Okay.
Dear Wildes, love the show. It starts the same way. Heard you guys went to the Garden yesterday for Wembanyama's New York debut. We did. Did it exceed your expectations? Sincerely, Ryan and Brian. Well, Ryan and Brian, thanks for writing. You know, and I appreciate taking the opportunity to have some cogent analysis here. I took the stats here on what we saw. 30 minutes, 14 points. He was 4 for 14 from the field. Three-pointers. He went over 4 and 3. He had 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. Thought like Brew, you're right. He wasn't getting the ball enough. But while we were watching,
Wild.
That is a nice picture.
That's another mistake. Between the letter and the photo, we were supposed to be in our seats. I wanted the in our seats photo.
I can't win. I can't win. All right, let me motivate some guys.
Please.
Although the first one, I don't know. We'll see. James Harden, number 3 on the Bud list. It's early, but this is worse than we expected so far. Because most people looked at it like, here's Harden again, demanding another trade. Now he's going to another team. But usually when he gets to that team, he does play well, right? And the team is good and the team is better. But now he goes to the Clippers and they're actually worse, or at least, like I said, it's early, but it looks bad right now. And Philadelphia has actually played better and is looking really good. And you see Joel Embiid talking about nobody has an ego, everybody wants to win, all that stuff, shots at James Harden. And here's the thing also, is Harden going to even enjoy playing with this team?
That's a good question.
Like, if he didn't enjoy, forget Houston. He's obviously never going to play like that again where he can just do whatever he wants. But if he didn't enjoy Philadelphia, where you're the second option, clearly you have the ball in your hands all the time, you make the decisions, you're playing with an MVP center, and we just saw film of you earlier spotting up for a corner 3. Like, there's no way. So the team's not very good, at least so far. It doesn't fit. And I don't think the great James Harden's going to even enjoy playing with this team. So it's a lose-lose so far for my man James. James, I believe that you made a mistake leaving. All right, number 2.
Feel motivated.
Yeah.
I know I had to. Kyler Murray. Now here's some motivation. He's making his season debut after coming back from the torn ACL. We're glad to see you back. You got Atlanta. And I know it's been tough, Kyler, because you've been hearing the same chit-chat that we've been hearing, that, the Cardinals, they want to tank and get Caleb Williams and all of that. And he's even on tears, and you're not right now. Nick's Mahomes Mountain. And that must sting, Kyler, because not that long ago, you were the touted, ballyhooed guy that everybody wanted as their quarterback, just like Caleb Williams. So I know it's got to sting, but here's the thing. You actually control your own destiny. If you go out there and play well and win some games, then you won't have to worry about Caleb Williams.
Yeah, let's go.
You win some games, you won't get the number 1 pick. All of that stuff is gone, all right? So you don't have the toughest schedule. You got Atlanta, as we mentioned. Houston, winnable. The Rams, winnable. Pittsburgh, that might be winnable. We'll see. But if you go out there and you play well, hopefully you've been watching film.
Wow.
Hopefully you've been watching.
You know what happens Friday,
film,
Brew?
Tape. All right, all of that. And Kyler, I look at you as a guy that's made 2 Pro Bowls in 4 years? I look at you as a guy that led the Cardinals to the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. Kyler, I believe in you.
Brew, update. True story. Friday what happens? New Call of Duty drops.
Oh,
yikes.
Tough
Resist, Kyler.
Tough timing.
Resist the temptation, my man. Resist. All right, at number 1, he needs some motivation because we got a panel full of haters up here. And Kevin Wildes acted like he was down with you, Brock. He's not, all right? So don't let him jump back on the bandwagon after you play well this weekend. But you know the deal. I mean, you had 3 bad games. It was coming. Who hasn't? All right, the great Patrick Mahomes, the great Tom Brady, Joe Montana, they've all had a string of bad games. You just happen to start your career tremendously.
But you're not saying he's great.
No, I'm not saying you're that great.
Oh.
But you just happen to start your career really on a high note. So now you're going through those pangs that all quarterbacks suffer from. So you got to bounce back. You got a little healthier team. All right, it's a tough game, but it's their defense, Jacksonville's pass defense gives up a lot of yards. So go out there and get the job done. I do believe in you, Brock Purdy.
Excellent, as always.
Yeah, that was excellent. We may have to sit down and talk about like motivational segments because it's a lot of it's a lot of tough love.
Tough love. Tough love.
And the vocabulary is all chit chat, ballyhoo, poo poo. Like, it's fantastic. Great segment. One of my all-time favorite segments that we do on the show.
I love Coach.
Upset alert.
Okay.
Who you putting on?
And Must Win. Must Win is another fantastic segment that I love. And then we have those other ones. I'm going to add Deshaun Watson to this. And
That's a good one.
Deshaun Watson, this is the most meaningful game that you've played since 2019. Okay, you are finally playing in a game that is significant, and it's a extremely meaningful game for Cleveland. They haven't won in Baltimore since 2019. So if you can go out and play well against this defense and allow the Browns the opportunity to see your potential again, to get back to who you were, or even close to who you were, it changes everything. It changes everything in the division. It changes everything for the Cleveland Browns, and it makes them real live contenders in the AFCs if you can go out and play even close to your potential. And we've got to move so far away from the distraction that you've been this season.
No doubt. That's a good one, Coach, because if he gets to 80%, 70% of what he was in Houston,
anywhere close,
they're a very good team because we know the defense and the run game.
Yeah, I think even though the numbers might say Kansas City and Baltimore are ahead of them, I think Cleveland has the best defense in football if they just get adequate quarterback play. Kevin Wildes, I made your promise this morning.
See, I knew you were going to do
and
this and not be nice.
No. Wildes asked me if I was putting him on the Bud list, and I looked him in the eye and I said, I promise I am not.
You just straight lied to him?
No, I am not. I would never do that. I am putting fans of First Things First on the Bud list.
This wasn't great.
So I need to tell a story here quickly, America, because the fact of the matter is this. This show, thanks to the fans, is doing really well. The best it's ever done, and we're all very proud of it, and we're all a piece of its success, the fans most notably. But other than the fans, the reason for our success most notably is Kevin Wildes. Plenty of shows have a respected elder statesman who, despite constantly being wrong, everyone trusts and loves. We have that. Plenty of shows have the curmudgeonly coach that wants to run the damn ball. We have that. Plenty of shows have the kind of arrogant, brash, hot take guy that you just can't help but love to hate.
Yeah.
We have that. What sets this show apart is the national treasure that is Kevin Wildes.
Yeah, well.
He is the secret sauce, which is why it is so deflating that every time he and I go out in public together, this keeps happening, which is someone asks for a picture. Do you see Wildes in the corner? And then asks Wildes to hold the phone.
I didn't hold this one.
This one. Someone walked up to us, said, I love First Things
Huge
First.
fan. Said huge fan of the show.
And then we both said thank you.
I took the picture.
Yes, Wildes, take the picture. Wildes was commiserating about this after the game with my wife. She said, welcome to my world. And Wildes said, but I'm on the show. So listen, America.
Help me out.
Please, if you see Kevin Wildes,
honestly,
ask him for a picture.
God, I'm scared to go out with Dusty. You're Dusty. Shout out to Dusty. We're going to go to Eagles game, Dusty. I'll be taking pictures of you. All right, for the Bud list, I am putting on Travis Kelce. Now look, I don't want to be the police of travel, but if it's your bye week, But if I said, hey, Travis, what are you up to this weekend on the bye week? And he said, staycation. I'm going to go to the local Marriott in Kansas City and stay close. I said, you know what? Too close.
Too close.
You take a little bit of vacation. But if he also said, you know where I'm going? Mount Everest, going to Nepal, I'm going to trek. I would say, too far. Argentina, somewhere in the middle there, and we're trending closer to Nepal than we are the Marriott in Kansas City. Here's the Page 6 report. Travis Kelce is headed to Argentina. Of course, Taylor Swift is going to be there on her tour. I have no issue with it. I think a little bit of rest and relaxation for one of the best tight ends ever is totally fine. But, Coach, it caught your ire when he went to a Rangers game, the World Series game. So I wanted to get your take on if you are okay with Travis Kelce going to Argentina in the bye week.
I'm a fan of Young Love, and I like Taylor Swift a lot, but you could probably see concerts closer to home. You could probably spend some time. You could go to bed at 8 o'clock. You could do things
That's
like
Joe
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
You could do things like that, and I know he's doing a lot of work on the side. He's got a lot of really nice endorsements.
Oh, he had some
recent
trademarks as well.
trademark. Do we have those? I don't know. Oh, he could work on this at home and maybe trademark a few more things. I mean, he's only got 5 of them trademarked now.
All right, I like that.
So, yeah, I think, Kevin, maybe a little bit closer to home could be positive. But the thing with the World Series worked out well for him. So maybe this will work out as well as that did. And I do love Travis Kelce.
Clearly. Oh, yeah.
He's
You're a big
Ohio
Travis
guy.
Kelce
That's
guy.
right.
I do love
First team All-Pro tight end
I
this
do
year.
love Young
but the
Love.
Taylor Swift thing.
See, I didn't want to say anything too mean because we'll see him at the parade again. Bro, you'll be like, my Ravens. Okay.
A little closer to home.
Well, the Cowboys.
You won't even read it?
I'm saying it's not an upset alert, but it's something.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.